Hi everybody, how you doing out there? Mark here, and this is the short box full. Yes, I got the name right. How's everybody doing out there? Everyone okay? Yeah, everybody doing all right? Oh, something's happening here that doesn't look good. I'm not too happy with the way things are at the moment with this whole setup here. As I was trying to get on my this, I suppose you could say, the interface between my camera and Google wasn't working, so I had to reboot my laptop and come back on again. Then I got the blue screen, which is always great to have on your laptop when you're trying to do something. Everybody knows that. So yeah, so that's the reason why I'm a bit late coming on. I thought if I put, usually I say 10 o'clock, so I thought if I put half past, it'd be. But anyway, that's enough of that. How's everybody out there? Did you all have a really good free comic book day today? Yeah, everyone get what they wanted, even if it was just a couple of comics. Yeah, awesome. That's what I like to hear. And did you also buy stuff as well? Because this is the main thing. It's great going in free stuff, but you need to buy stuff as well. So did you get a lot of stuff? Yeah, I know I did. If you go on to the, well, not now because you'll miss this, but later on, if you go onto the community YCC channel, group page on Facebook, you might be able to see my reading pile. Yeah, so not now, probably tomorrow morning. That's probably when this is going to finish. Have a look on the YC book and see how. It should see me. It should see me for the bank holiday weekend that we have here. If you don't know, this is bank holiday weekend. This is May Day bank holiday week. Anybody who doesn't know that anywhere else in the world, which means that, although nowadays it just means it's Sunday times now, and it also means that the weather's going to be terrible. So that just means all the comics I'm going to show you today, I'm going to be able to finally read. Yes, it's great. Vloggy stuff. What have I been doing recently that is a bit different? What have I been doing recently that's a bit different? Let me just have a look. Just want to check on something. Oh no. Yes. I'm on YouTube. That's amazing. Vloggy stuff. Avengers that came out in the UK a week before America, which is always good. Absolutely brilliant. Loved the movie. Absolutely loved the movie. If I had time to do a review on the video, I would have done one. But real life always gets in the blooming way. So yeah, but yeah, really good movie. Really awesome movie. I loved it anyway. I was not necessarily on the edge of my seat, but I still enjoyed the movie immensely. Really looking to Ant-Man. I know I've had a few people, when I've mentioned Ant-Man, I've had a few people say, "Oh, have you?" I'm back again. Screen. That's what I'm saying. This is a bit dodgy. This one. It could go either way. Yes. So yeah, Age of Ultron and Ant-Man. Yes, I know. I've speaking to a few movie fans and also semi-comic book, and they've sort of gone, Ant-Man, I'm not too sure about that. All I've said was, what did you think of Guardians of the Galaxy before you went and saw it? And 90%, 99% of the people actually turn around and say, yeah, you're right, actually, yeah, it's probably going to be a good movie. So there you go. Anything else? I don't know. I can't think of anything else. As always, my life revolves around getting up, working, eating. So should we get on with the comics? Because there are quite a few here. Oh, seriously, quite a few here. Obviously, as today was Free Comic Book Day all around the world, I know anyway, or the majority of the world. So that meant that you could go to your local comic book shop and sometimes on the internet as well, and get free, relatively cheap comics, all according to where you got them from. Now, Adam, my butter one, and myself was lucky, very lucky, to be in Planet in Southampton, to come to their store and do a video there, which I believe hopefully Adam is putting up at some point on his channel and the YCC Hangout channel as well, YouTube channel as well. I'm thinking I'll put it on as well on my channel. I'm hoping there's going to be a a video that showcases our top 10 of what we got for today. Also, there's going to be a video of interviews of people there from the comic shop, from Southampton Loft Ladder as well, and also some random people who came to Free Comic Book Day at Forbidden Planet. I just want to say at the Talking Heads, Mechanical Audio, yeah, really nice guys. I think they described it as which sounded really cool. It's all very steampunk. If you go and watch the interview, we go on the YT Hangout channel and also on Adam's channel and possibly mine at some point, you'll see the guys. You can't miss them. They're the guys that are dressed up in awesome steam. Really cool. Yeah, so we were great people there. The staff were great. The customers looked like they were having fun. The staff all dressed up in cosplay and that. You had Arrow, Deathstroke, the Baroness, Zatanna, Harley Quinn, Darth Vader, and not just Star Wars. Hi, Steve. If you're watching this, it was a really fun day. So yeah, hopefully we'll be invited back next year to do it then. Hey, went with Mr. Wolf and obviously Adam, my butter one. We met up with Cooley from Cooley Movies and Cooley Comics, and yeah, just loads of stuff as well. There was the guys from used to be Monkey on My Back, I think it's called. They've got issues now. They were there. Unfortunately, I don't think we got a chance to get an interview with them. And there was also the guys from the Southampton comic book group that gets together every month in Southampton. And unfortunately, we didn't get a chance to have an interview with them either. But hopefully, at some point, we will be able to get into onto video at some point. But yes, so it was an awesome day, fantastic, really was. And should I just get on with comics? I'll start off as I usually start off with the stuff that I've got from the shop in the little shop in the village that I used to live in, as I always do. And there's only two things. They didn't have the Doctor Who figurine collection there, unfortunately, this time around. So hopefully it's going to be there this time. I did get the Marvel's Motion. I can't remember what number this is because I actually read this in the cinema as I was waiting for Age of Ultron to start. So this one is Havoc, and this is side number 44, if that's any help. There you go. Features X-Men number 5, way back in the 60s and 70s, and X-Men Emperor Vulcan 1 to 5. So yeah, that's a pretty good book actually. That's a pretty awesome book. And also, excuse me, 2000 AD, 1926. There you go. Fantastic. Just on the cover there. And as always, the Galaxy's greatest comic. Yeah, you got Judge Dredd, Orlok, Agent of East Meg 1, Slain, Grey Area, and also Strontium Dog. Brilliant stuff. Really cool stuff in there. So that was that. Should we have a quick look at the comments to see if there's anybody actually? I do apologise. Picture out. Like I said, this is very sort of yeah. So let's have a look. See if there's any comments. If I can get down to this. There we go. All comments. Venga Boys are back in town. Hi, Mark. How's it going? Andy Ash and I visited Manchester for FCBD, Free Comic Book Day. Got to say, Travelling Man put way more of an effort in than Forbidden Planet. I'm not sure what the FP in Southampton is like, but the one in Manchester is very poor indeed. Travelling Man was great, though. They had music, balloons, and pop crisps and sweeties. Oh, cool. That's all right. Southampton, they were pretty cool, actually. They did their own thing. Like I said, we were there. They also had a quiz there as well. We came third. My butter won, Adam and myself. We came third, which I don't really sort of like mind coming third. We did lose out on a point because instead of putting Drax the Destroyer, I put Dax the Destroyer. But they did give me my spelling of David Hasselhoff. So, you know, swings and roundabouts with that. So, I think we did well, though. You know, third, first competition we've ever done like that. I thought it was pretty good. But yeah, no, I think the guys at Forbidden Planet, for what they had, I think they did an awesome job. Really did an awesome job. And yeah, I'm looking forward to going back next year. Like I said, hopefully they'll invite us back to do the same thing next year. And with any luck, yeah, it'll be even better. Really cool. We've got Marty Hordell. Hi, Mark. Hope you are well. Nice hair, by the way. Why? What's wrong with it? Have you seen Avengers: Age of Ultron yet? And if so, what did you think of it? No spoilers, please. I have yet to watch it. Yes, I have, and yes, fantastic. Really enjoyed it. I don't want to big it up too much because I don't want to sort of like overblow your expectation of the movie. But yeah, it was really enjoyable. Don't overanalyze it. Don't sit there and pick it apart. Just go in there with your popcorn and your oversized drink, or whatever you're going to take in there for food and libations, and just sit down and enjoy it and watch it as a comic book based movie. That's all I can say, because it is really fun, really good. And don't stay. This isn't a spoiler. This is just me giving you a bit of friendly advice. Don't stay right to the end of the credits. Okay, because there is no credit scene at the end of it. All right, you've got a bit in the middle. You've got at the beginning of the credits, then you've got a little clip in the middle, and then you've got the main credits. At the end of the main credits, there's nothing. So once you see the bit in the middle and then the main credits start, you might as well start walking home or driving home. Yeah, you know. But yeah, not a spoiler. Just a little bit of a friendly heads up to anybody in America who hasn't seen this yet. So yeah. Venga Boys are back in town again. P.S. Did you manage to try that banana bread beer? I'm going to sink a couple now. Do you know what? I've actually just chucked away the bottle. It's actually in a bin bag over there, and I can't get it because that means I'm going to be leaving the screen blank. But yes, I have tried the banana bread beer, and yes, it is absolutely gorgeous. It is. I only bought one bottle because I thought I'll try it. But yeah, really nice, really nice. This isn't endorsing drinking of alcohol excessively, but if you do get a chance to buy the banana bread beer, definitely worth picking up. Lethal Chicken, has it started yet? No, not yet. No, it's going to take another half hour before it actually starts up properly. Are you here, Mark? Nope, not at all. Physically, yes. Mentally, nowhere. This is it started. Hello. Hi, Mark. Hello. How are you? How are you? Oh, yeah, I'm fine. How are you? You all right? Yeah. Was FCBD awesome for you? It was totally awesome for me. Absolutely, totally awesome. You'll see why in a minute, because my stack of free comic books from Free Comic Book Day is huge. Massive, absolutely massive. Yeah. Southampton Forbidden Planet, like I said before, great bunch of guys, and they looked after us really well. And yeah, like I said, looking forward to hopefully being invited again next year. Fingers crossed. And what we've got here, Michael Moore. He says, I don't actually know if I can do this because I don't know if this infringes some kind of copyright. And I don't really want to get sued by Disney. I think Disney owns it. Does Disney own this? This is a Disney. Is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory a Disney movie? Okay, this is nowhere. This is in no way in time try and break any copyright laws or anything infringement like that. But he writes, Oompa Loompa Dumpity Doo, I've got a perfect puzzle for you. Oompa Loompa Dumpity Dee, if you are wise, you'll listen to me. There you go. Okay, just in case, copyright, you know, I don't want to get sued. um, any more comments? Dark Knight 1980. Can't believe we have Jared Leto hosting tonight. Seriously, what is wrong with people? I went to Southampton and people were staring at me there. I went to Free Comic Book Day in Southampton and then Forbidden Planet and the Loft Ladder as well, Southampton Comics Ladder. People were staring at me there. What's wrong? What? I can't see. No. Anyway, should we get on with the comics? Okay. And we're back. Right. Let's do back issues first. Shall we? Yes, let's do some back issues that I picked up off of eBay first. Now, this is awesome. I've got some back issues. I've got these off of two different people off of eBay over the last couple of weeks and such. First up, we have got the complete set of Joe Kubert Presents. It was a DC miniseries that's basically celebrated Joe Kubert's work for DC and his awesome artwork style and the stories that he's done for them and everything. It was a 6-issue miniseries. Now, I had 3 of these already. And when I get a chance to, I'm going to go back into my comic book collection. I'm going to dig out the 3 I've got because these, I think, are better quality copies that I've got. So we've got number 1. Yeah, and these are great covers as well. Awesome, really beautiful Joe Kubert covers there. There you go, number 2. Number 3, and my fingers in the way, my thumb even, one of those digits. Number 4. Yeah, that's better. If I just turn it that way, it looks even better. It's no shine. Number 5. And number 6. There you go. And also from the same guy, I mean, I got these for a steal, really. I don't usually like going into financial details when I buy comics because sometimes it just makes me feel sad how much money I've actually spent on stuff. But these were fairly cheap. So I also managed to pick up from the same guy, Death of Wolverine, Deadpool and Captain America number 1. Purely because it's got Captain America's old guy being given a piggyback by Deadpool, which I thought was quite funky. So there you go. So there's that. It's awesome. So I figure out where I can put these now. I'll stick them over there. Oh, there you go. And also from somebody else on eBay, I was getting a bit sick and tired of seeing all New 52 Superman stuff. So I thought, I'm going to treat myself. I'm going to buy some back issues of Superman. It's only 3 issues, but it was enough to sate my, my need to get a decent Superman story and a decent Superman in a comic book. So we have 3 issues of Superman from the 1980s. Just seeing if they're in the right numerical order. Near enough. We've got Superman number 391 with a classic cover there for Superman. So there's that there. We've also got 393. You can see that for the glare of the bag. There you go. And finally, 394. Viking versus the King from the Viking. English is not my first language, you know. Superman versus the Viking from Valhalla. There you go. Classic stuff. Classic stuff. Oh no, sorry, I've got 4. I thought I had more than that. And the 4th one was Superman 386. Great Lex Luthor Superman cover there. Really cool stuff. And the reason why I didn't see that was because it was behind this one. And I'm so happy I've got this one. And you know what the really freaky thing is? I don't want to name drop, but I'm friends on Facebook with, I say friends as in, Facebook friends, which is friends in the loosest possible term sometimes. But I'm Facebook friends with Fred Hembeck, great artist. His I suppose you could say it's cartoony, very cartoony, but still awesome artwork, fun artwork. And he actually did a drawing of this character a couple of days after I won this off of eBay. And then a couple of days after he put that picture up, I got this comic. And it is from Archie Comics with their Red Circle series of comics, which had all their superheroes, and I'll get into that a bit later on. And it's #1 of Thunder Bunny. How awesome is that? You don't get stuff like this nowadays. You might get Captain Carrot against Harley Quinn in Harley Quinn #2 Convergence and that, but you don't get things like Thunder Bunnies nowadays, and that's a sad thing. I think the world needs more Thunder Bunny. Imagine seeing a Thunder Bunny movie. How cool would that be? Awesome. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Made my day anyway. So there you go. Should we go have a quick look at the comments? See if there's any more copyright infringements. Any comments at all? No comments yet. Might have been a bit too soon, but there you go. If you're watching this at any time, whether you're watching it now or you're watching it later on, please feel free to comment, and I will read out the comments live on air. And if you comment after this goes up, after it's live, I will hopefully get back to you and comment back to you at some point if I get a chance to. Right. Random act of kindnesses. They are rife on the YCC. I have to say, I know I'm an admin there, and I know that my mate created the YCC, but it is a group of some of the greatest people on the internet to do with comics. It really is. Not even just like the industry wise, but just the fans of the comic books and that. They are so great, and the people on there, they're just so generous and everything like that. I've got hair in my mouth. And one such guy, Stephen. Hi man, how you doing? He used to have a YouTube channel on here, and then he sort of like decided it wasn't for him, unfortunately, because he was awesome at it. But there you go. He had some comics that he didn't want, so I said, yeah, I'll tell you what, if you don't want them and nobody else wants them, I'll have them, because I'll have anything. So yeah, I'll just got to get down. Here they are. So yeah, he sent me these comics, and I am very grateful. So thank you very much, Stephen. Awesome stuff. Really, really, I haven't had a chance to read these yet. I've gone through them, but I haven't had a chance to read them yet. I put a picture up on the YCC group a couple of days ago when these turned up, teasing and tantalizing people into wanting to know what was in the stack of comics that I took a picture of, and I shall quickly go through them now. If I can find space to put them. Here we go. Right. So here we go. These are in no particular order. I know usually I try and get them into company order and then alphabetically, title wise. These aren't in any particular order, so I'm just going to put as I get to them. So first up, we have got issue 26 of The Boys. I think I've got this one, but I don't know if I've got this cover. So I think this was around about the time that Dynamite started doing The Boys with multiple covers. So I know I've got this because I've got a complete set of The Boys, but I don't know if I've got this cover. So that's awesome. Really cool. From DC Comics, we've got issue 3 of the miniseries Metamorpho. There you go, the Element Man. I used to have the series of this, but unfortunately, the Great Purge of 94, 95, this went, unfortunately. So I'll be looking to see if I can get the rest of this issue, this miniseries, definitely. So I remember reading it. I remember enjoying it when I read it. It's all about Metamorpho's son. He gets born and he's got basically Metamorpho's powers, but none of his control over the powers. So it was Metamorpho trying to rescue his son and trying to get the powers his son's powers stabilized, so he wasn't doing things like turning his milk bottle into nitrogen gas and but yeah, really cool miniseries there. Now Stephen also chucked in a few new comics that he bought, but it didn't really like gel with him and that. So we've got IDW's The Bigger Bang #1. There you go, looking forward to that. We've got Marvel's Ultimate Thor #1. Resurrectionists #1. Some Dark Horse there. And then let's see if I can get this into some semblance of order. I really should have been doing this whilst I was trying to get up to work. Hey ho, you know, you live and learn, or you'd hope that would be the case anyway. Right, so from Eclipse, way back in the 80s, from Eclipse Comics, we have got Crossfire #1. Now, if anybody knows me, you know I love my independent comics from the 80s and early 90s and that. So this is right up my street. There we go. So we've got #1 of that. We have got, if I can find the number, there it is, #2. Now this was tied into the DN Agents, which was another Eclipse comic. #3. I think this is around about the time that Eclipse tried to create their own superhero universe. And there's #4. Okay. And then they ended up oh, sorry. #5 of Crossfire as well. There you go. And then they ended up teaming them up with a character called Rainbow, who was originally one of the DN agents of the group. And you've got Crossfire and Rainbow #2 of 2. Okay. And then you've also got Crossfire and Rainbow #3 of 4. And #4 of 4. Now I don't know if those are two different miniseries, or whether it's, you know, a misprint on the 2 of 2. But once I've read it, I'll find out and I'll let you guys know if I remember. All right, from Marvel Comics, we have got The Punisher #56. There you go, awesome cover there. And DC Comics, we have The Demons #26. Etchgram there. And from DC Vertigo, we have the final part. Yeah, final part, issue 6 of the last one, which again was one of those miniseries I had a complete set of until they ended up going bye-bye. From Marvel Comics again, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, the final issue of that movie adaptation there. And then back to DC Vertigo. All right. Back to DC Vertigo, we have got 3 issues of Kid Eternity. We've got issue 6. Issue 5. Great covers, these. Really cool covers. And issue 4. So they were in order. And then we've also got The Extremist, #4. Can't count. By Pete Milligan and Ted McKeever. Great miniseries if you can get your hands on this. Really nice miniseries. Beautiful Ted McKeever's artwork in there. And then also from DC Vertigo, we have Doom Patrol issue 70. Okay, photo cover there. Pretty cool. There we go. Now then, we've got 3 issues from the DC imprint company, Impact Comics. Now, if you've heard me talk about the new Archie Comics Dark Circle imprint series that they've got, these Impact Comics that DC produced in the early 90s, they showcased the old Red Circle characters that were owned by Archie, but the license was rented out to DC Comics. So you had the Comet, the Fly, Jaguar, Black Hood, the Web, and the Shield, and other characters from the Archie Comics Red Circle series. And this is the group It's like their Justice League or the Avengers sort of thing. And this was the Crusaders. So there you go. You've got issue 1 there. There you go. It's all self-explanatory. The Comet, the Web, the Fly, Black Hoods, the Shield, and then you've got Jaguar there. So there you go. And this was like marketed as an all-age sort of like series and a set of comics and that. And then you've got issue 2. And finally with that one, issue 3. And then loads of stuff from Continuity Comics, which is a comic company that I'm slowly getting more comics from. Very, very typical 80s, late 80s sort of like independent comic stories and that, but still really good, still really enjoyable to read. You've got Crazy Man #1. There you go. Awesome stuff. Excuse me. And then you've got, I'm not quite sure who this is by actually. Oh, it's Eclipse again. Awesome. Published by Eclipse, of course. There's the Eclipse logo there. Prat. Captain Quick and a Foozle #1. No idea. Absolutely none whatsoever. But how can you say no? How can you say no to that? It was cool. I'm going to have to read that. Oh, wow. You could even get a T-shirt as well. Awesome. I'll tell you what this sort of like reminds me of. Especially with the artwork. I'm going to have to investigate this a bit more. But it reminds me of an old DC series that they had in the mid-80s, early to mid-80s, called Amazing Man. And the artwork in here, and by the looks of it, what's in this comic reminds me a lot of that series, Amazing Man. So should be enjoying reading that one. We've got Triumph Comics, and this is Chromium Man #1, Ashcan edition. I remember I do have a few Triumph comics in my collection, and every single comic had one of these things at the top of them. And this is number 49,518 of 50,000. So they only produced 50,000 of these comics. I don't know what they were trying to do with that sort of like that thing. I think it was they were trying to plug into the collector's market that was around in the sort of like the 90s when this was published. How old is this? How old is this? 1993. So yeah, it's around about the time where you had the comic book industry crash when that started off. So yeah, but there you go, Chromium Man #1. And then from Marvel, we've got the Nam #69 with the Punisher in it. Awesome, awesome, awesome. From Caliber Press, we have got Frankenstein, or the modern day Prometheus. That's always good. Frankenstein stories are always good. Apart from that one that had, oh, what was his name? Kenneth Branagh in it. That was pretty bad. But other than that, most Frankenstein adaptations are pretty good. Here we go, we've got that. And then, oh, this is cool. This is cool. Bela Lugosi's Tales from the Grave #2 from Monsterverse. Yeah, Monsterverse Entertainment. There you go. Awesome stuff. Really going to enjoy this. Image Comics, we have Copperhead #5. There you go. And again, Image, we have got Lazarus #15. From Action Lab, I think. Action Lab, Danger Zone Comics. We've got Southern Dog #4. That's like a pretty new one. So that's all right. Awesome. From Black Mask, Last Born #1. Black Mask been doing some great stuff, so I'm looking forward to having a look at that one. And from Legendary, that reminds me, when was the last issue of that other one come out? Sorry, Legendary #1. Sorry, Legendary Comics, Apocalypse #1. There you go. And from Radical Comics, Caliber, First Canon of Justice, #1 of 5. And finally again from Black Mask, we have got Critical Hit #1, which is pretty cool. Another Black Mask costume. So looking forward to reading all of that. Really can't wait to do that. Yeah, awesome stuff. Thank you again, Steve. Really, really awesome of you for doing that. Really was. And as you know, they are definitely gone to a good home. Definitely. Right. Should we have a look at the comments? See what we've got here comment wise. Ooh. We have got more comments in. Anthony Thurman, please stand by. Why I want to see all those gorgeous comics. Me so sad. LOL. Oh, don't tell me it's gone standby again. Marty Hordell. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I can't stop looking at the Catwoman behind Mark. Lovely artwork. It's Bill Tucci. I got this from London Super Comic Con last year. I was hoping he was going to be back this year so I could get the other ones of this set. You've got that there. I think I've shown this before. Harley Quinn there, and then inside I've got a Batgirl. And there's a Batwoman, a Poison Ivy. Yeah, I think there's a Batwoman, a Poison Ivy to go with this set. And I was hoping to get a Zatanna from him as well. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty nice. There you go. Carry on looking at it if you want. Venga Boys are back in town. Happy to hear you enjoyed beer. I'll try again. Happy to hear you enjoyed the beer, Mark. It is good stuff indeed. How are you finding the current stories in 2000 AD? I'm leaning towards Strontium Dog as the standout. It looks to be getting back to basics a bit with Johnny Alpha going out on jobs, but it's also not ignoring what went on before. Grey Area is pretty decent too, as it seems written for a weekly with small chapters and a large narrative. The artwork is very nice in Slain, even though I'm never that sure what the hell is going on. Yeah, Slain can be a bit over the top and all over the place. If you want to read some really good Slain, read the classic stuff, the original stuff that was in 2000 AD, like the 80s. That was really cool stuff. Not that there's anything wrong with the Slain that's in the comics now, 2000 AD now, but you know, obviously the classic's always better. I don't know. It's so hard for me to pick one story. I think I'd probably go with you with Strontium Dog. Johnny Alpha's always been a favourite of mine ever since I read about him in Star-Lord, which is where he first started off in the weekly comic there over here. Yeah, always Strontium Dog's always good. 2000 AD is just awesome all the way through. Normally, anyway. Here we go. Costa Bromstar. Hey, brother, finally made it to a live show. Thank you, and I'm so glad you have. I need all the help I can get. I hope you can stay for the whole show as well. It could be a big one. Could be a big one. And how are you doing anyway, man? I hope everything's doing well. I see you've started making videos again. Awesome stuff. Really looking forward to seeing more from you. And Michael Moore again, random question mark. Are you more of a Superman fan or Action Comics fan before New 52? Obviously. I don't know. That's a bit of a tough question. My foot's gone to sleep. It's a bit of a tough question with that, because when I was reading Action Comics and Superman, you had Action Comics, Superman, Adventure Superman, which was originally called Superman, but then they changed it ran about issue 400 and some 420 something, I think it was 26, I think it was. And then you had Superman and Man of Steel. So you had 4 Superman comics, and they were all intertwined. So whatever happened in Action Comics, you had to go and buy Adventures of Superman to find out what happened next, and then you had to get Superman to find out what happened after Adventure Comics, and then Man of Steel after Superman. And they had these like diamond numbers on the front cover, so you knew which order to read the comics. Which back then didn't really bother me, because again, back then comics was like £1.50, £1.99. Excuse me. Sorry, $1.50 and $1.99. So it wasn't the extortionate prices that you're paying now for comics. So picking up 4 comics even back then wasn't that bad. With the I suppose you call it Cross on Infinite Earths DC universe, where you only had Action Comics and Superman. Excuse me. I would probably have to say it would be. I'd probably have to lean towards Action Comics, because Action Comics back then, it sort of had a. Superman was more sort of like down to earth, sort of like stories, or Earth-based stories, where Action Comics, anything near enough could happen in those. So yeah, I'd probably have to say Action Comics with those ones. Yeah. Although they were sort of like relatively similar, but you know, you had more Earth-based stories than Superman, and Action Comics was more more out there, sort of outer space sort of things. From what I remember anyway, reading. So yeah, so there you go. Any more comments before I go charging on? Marty Hordell, I want them. Comics here, you can't have them, they're mine. Sorry, too late. Oh, you mean these? Oh, same answer, they're mine. I'm sure if you have a word with Bill Tucci, he'd be more than welcome to sell them to you. Really nice guy, really nice guy. I'm hoping he's going to be back at LSCC next year. I want to get the complete set. Right, should we go back to the yes, are we here? Are we there? Oh, look, 7 viewers. That's cool. Right. What next? What next? The comics that I got from Southampton Comics at the Loft Ladder. Should we do those? Okay, cool. Yes, we saw the guys from the Southampton Comics and the Loft Ladder at Forbidden Planet when we were doing our video bit and interview stuff there and that. So it's really cool that they not only had Free Comic Book Day at their own store, but they also came down to Forbidden Planet before their store opened to show some support for them as well. And I believe that the guys in Forbidden Planet as well also showed them some support and all. So that was really cool. It's really nice when you've got comic book companies and comic book shops in the same area that, you know, they get together and sort of help each other out rather than sort of try and fight against each other. So I think that's really cool of the guys from both stores, and that really awesome stuff. Now I had some trades. I had some doubles that I had and some old comics that I didn't want because I already had the issues and that. So I took them to Southampton Comics to see what I could trade with the guys. Now, before I go on the comics, Mark, who it's really weird because when I say Mark, I'm thinking I'm talking about myself, which sounds like I'm talking to myself, which I sort of am here, but you know, it's weird. But anyway, Mark from Southampton Comics, when we went in there, he had his sack in his hands, waiting for us, and told us to stick our hands in there. And he gave us a little free comic book day gift, which I thought was really cool. I haven't had a chance to make this yet because, as I said in my comment to him on the YCC Facebook page, I was watching videos of Barbara Woodhouse on YouTube, and I fell asleep on the sofa. If you don't know who Barbara Woodhouse is, if I say walkies and sit, and then just go onto YouTube and have a look. Just type her name in, and you'll know who Bob. She was very big and very famous in the 80s in this country, in the 70s and 80s in this country. But anyway, I digress again. So yeah, so this was a gift from Mark and the Southampton comics and that, and it's a, I don't know if you can see that there. It's a little Lego Iron Man. It's all bits and bobs in there and that. They're really tiny, really tiny Lego pieces. I don't even know if I can actually call them Lego legally, but yeah, I haven't even opened it up yet because I don't want to lose any bits. So, but for 3 days to go before I go back to work, so I might see if I can make this, and if I do, I'll do a quick little video to show the finished object. So yeah, so that was really cool. I believe Mr. Wolf, Steve, got a Wolverine, and I think Adam said he got Thor. So that's pretty cool. Really cool of that from Mark there. So looking forward to building that. That's really cool. Get that down there. Right, the trades that I got from the guys there. Now, I just basically took a big box of comics in and I said, have a look in there, see what you guys want, and then whatever, you know, either for your own personal collection or for stock, and then whatever you've got left over, you can keep in any case, because it only means I'm going to lug it all the way back home, and it's going to sit in my vault gathering dust. Now I'm not going to be needing them that, so I'd rather have them go somewhere which either they're going to find a use for them or they're going to enjoy themselves. So this is what I managed to get from the guys at Southampton Comics at Loft Ladder. This is sort of like 50-50 trade in pay. So what they picked out for the comics that they wanted, they gave me a price, and I just found comics and amounting to that price plus a bit extra as well. So here we go. I shall stay. Yes, it stayed. Right. Okay. Right. So here we go. First up, I've got. No, I don't want to turn that off. It's going a bit funny again. First up, I've got Marvel Team Up number 100, Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four. There you go. Really nice cover there. Now this is the 75-cent cover. I'm going to have to do a bit of digging in that. I know there was, back in the day, they used to have different priced covers on there, and some of the pricing on the covers, there was a small amount of prints. It wasn't a misprint, but I think it was something to do with newsstand and direct sale back in the days. So yes, I shall have to go dig into that one, and get a bit more information on that. But there you go. This is a 75-cent cover for Marvel Tales featuring Spider-Man and the Fantastic Four number 100. So pretty awesome. Happy with that. We've got, there we go, Michael, to answer your question. We've got Action Comics number 480. It's up there. British price variant cover there. There you go. So there's that. And then more Superman and more Action Comics. This is going back to the Superman Electric Blue, not Superman porno, although I'm sure there was one out at the time, but it was Superman, you know, the electric Superman, you know, the energy being Superman. And we've got Action Comics number 736. And there you go, Michael, that's what I was talking about, the diamond numbering that they had on there. So that's 1997, number 33. So there you go. So then you'd have to find 1997, number 34 to find out what happened in the rest of the series, which I think would have gone into Superman. I think that was the order of it. I think it was Adventure Superman, Superman, Man of Steel, Action Comics, Superman. I think that was the order they did them in. Awesome. Brave and Bold, number 199. And we've got Batman versus the Spectre. Awesome stuff. Really cool. My Brave and Bold collection is getting back up to strength again. We've got Teen Titans Spotlight on the Brotherhood of Evil. And this is issue 11. Need to get some proper bags and boards for these. There's that. And then we've got Man Bat #1. I think this was a mini series. It was like a 3-issue mini series in the 70s, 80s, 1984. There you go. This reprinted Man Bat stories from Detective Comics and Batman in the 70s. Yeah, so there you go. So that's where I got that from. There you go. That's pretty cool. Staying on the Batman theme, we have got Batman Annual #8 from 1982 with just a fantastic cover there. Look at that. Beautiful cover there. So vibrant. So great. Nice, we got some old Valiant comics. Now, these were the Valiant comics when they were taken over, bought out by Acclaim. And Acclaim sort of thought to themselves, oh, we've got all these comic book licenses now. We can make some great computer games and arcade games that for them and everything like that. Which they did do. Unfortunately, the comics suffered greatly, and Valiant Comics sales dropped and just plummeted. And then that's when Valiant ended up folding in the late 90s, 1990s, 98, 99, I think it was. But anyway, so we've got here, these are from the Valiant when they were taken over by Acclaim. And this is Bloodshot #40, 41. And then you've got 45 and 46. And then we have Turok Dinosaur Hunter #25. There you go. So there's that. And then I managed to pick up some more Metal Men from there as well. Always good to get Metal Men from the 1960s, 1970s. We've got Metal Men #53. Oh, went all common then. Metal Men from #53. There you go. And then #54. Great cover there. There you go. Nice. And this one ties in to an event that happened in the Superman comics when he was the electric blue, red Superman. This one is Teen Titans #19, and this is the Dan Jurgen one. So the only character who was actually anything like the original sort of thing was the Atom from the Justice League, and that he was de-aged, and then he ended up getting this group of new young heroes that was finding out their new powers and that. So yeah, so Teen Titans #19. There you go. And this is, you can see it here, this box is 1998 16.1. There you go. See, so this would have come in after 1998 16, whatever Superman comic that was pertaining to. So there's that. And then part of the first issue, I don't think I've got this, first issue of the 4-issue miniseries, The Phantom Stranger, back when the Phantom Stranger was a stranger and nobody knew who he was or his actual origin. Unlike now, where everybody knows everything about him. Not really much of a stranger, is he, really? Now? But there you go. So there you go. That's really cool. I love this Catwoman. I really did. This style of Catwoman. Jim Balent is just a great artist. This is Catwoman #27, and this is part of the Underworld Unleashed event that happened back in 1998, I think it was. Something like that. Yeah, so there you go. We've got Catwoman versus Gorilla Grodd. That's an awesome cover. Loving that. The final issue on the 4-issue miniseries of Angel and the Ape, #4, with that's Dumb Bunny from the Inferior 5. Seriously, there was a group called the Inferior Five, and there was a character called Dumb Bunny. So I think they should bring her back. I think the feminists around the world would love a character called Dumb Bunny in a comic book nowadays. I think it'd be a great idea. Yeah, I don't know if you guys remember this, but I bought a couple of old Ms. Tree comics from was it Eclipse or Comic Con or something? And I saw these at Southampton Comics. And I was like, I've got to get that. I've got to get these. I remember reading a couple of these Ms. Tree quarterlies when they first come out, and I remember really enjoying them in that. And this is Ms. Tree quarterly number 2. Yeah, there you go. Great covers on these. And number 3. There you go. Sweet. Nice stuff. We have got issue 54 with, I think, a fantastic cover of Rom Space Knight, number 54. Really nice. Look at that. The red on the black is just gorgeous. Really, really nice. Now, I don't know whether it was an exclamation of surprise or disbelief, but when I picked these out of their boxes and that, I believe I heard a few questions of, you got Marvel UK comics? And I used to enjoy reading the Marvel UK comics. I used to get it in the actual magazines in the UK before they actually sold the American-sized comics in this country, because there was some weird copyright law where Marvel UK could print the comics first, but the American comics weren't allowed to be distributed in this country unless laptop's playing up again. Unless the magazine been in print for a couple of weeks or something like that. I don't know, some weird thing that was going on. So I never really saw many of these American-sized comics. But here I've got Hell's Angel number 2, and that's a whole other. The title of this is a whole other kettle of fish that was going on at the time. Hell's Angel number 4. And Hell's Angel number 5. Now, this, I think it was after issue 7, they had to change the name of the title to Dark Angel, because, and this is only, I don't want to get any motorcyclist groups banging on my door and that. This is only what I've read pertaining to this, you know, in books and on the internet and that since then. The actual group, the Hell's Angels group, didn't take too kindly for a comic book being named or having a similar name or exact same name as them. So Marvel said, okay, fine, we'll change the name of the title. So they changed it to Dark Angel rather than Hell's Angel. But you've got the first, sure, it's like the first 6 or 7 issues of this. It's called Hell's Angel, and then they quickly changed it to Dark Angel. So there you go. And then we have also from Marvel UK the Miztec War issue 3 and issue 4 from the 4-issue miniseries of that. So that's really cool. My Marvel UK collection is getting bigger, much like my collection here is in any case. And then we have Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man, number 111. And this is tying in with Secret Wars 2, which was the event then. And there's the Spider-Man in his black costume. But that's not the Venom costume. That's his like fabric black costume. And then you have the character here, the Puma. That was it, the Puma. And then also you've got the Beyonder at the bottom there. Awesome stuff. And I remember I had this in my magazine boxes down there. This is that cover in the Spider-Man weekly comics that we used to get, the reprint ones. So yeah. Really happy I could get hold of that one. That's really cool. My Vampirella collection from Harrison Comics is slowly, very slowly, getting increasing in size. I have here a Vampirella Lives #2 with a beautiful cover. Beautiful cover there. Vampirella in a pool of blood. It's, I mean, obviously the actual, the fact that she's obviously been in some kind of battle isn't beautiful, but yeah, the actual look and the way it's been drawn, really nice. What we got here? What we got? Oh, yes. I think I'm the only person in the whole world that is actively going out and finding comics from Malibu and actually buying them. I don't know, there's something about Malibu comics. I never. It was back in the day when I was only buying DC comics. I very rarely bought Marvel. I bought some Valiant comics back then as well, like Bloodshot and Rye and Turok Dinosaur Hunter and a few things like that. But mainly I was just buying DC comics. So things like Malibu went by me. You know, they came and went, and I didn't even really take much notice of them. So I'm starting to slowly get more Malibu comics as I'm finding them. And they're really fun. I mean, they're not the greatest comics in the world. They weren't, you know, the most amazingly written comics. It has some nice artwork and it has some big names in there as well. But I think this is the second series. And do you know what? I think there's actually 2 comics in here. Do you know what? There is. Okay, I'm going to have to investigate. I don't know. I think they're both exactly the same. Anyway, we have got Mantra. I think this is volume 2 of Mantra. #2. 2 of those. So there you go. Look at that, 3D. So you've got 2 of those. We've got Mantra #3. And #4. You have to excuse me, I'm going to open this up as well because I think, by the looks of it, yep, I've got 2 copies of that as well. Mantra, 2 copies of #4. There you go. I don't know what we've got. I know Gavin does seem to be quite happy that I took these off his hands. And Mantra #5. So yeah, if you're watching, Gav, if you've got any more Malibu comics, especially for this like cheap amount of price that I'd pay for these, or would have paid for them if it wasn't part of the trade, yes, I'll definitely be interested in Malibu comics. And we've also got from Eclipse, which is the old imprint from Marvel. We've got Video Jack, which is I think it was a 4-issue miniseries by Keith Giffen, with Keith Giffen artwork anyway. And you've got Video Jack #1. Okay. And #2, #3, and #4. There you go. What you got? Notice there's a blue sort of like. That's better. Right. Infinity Inc. Great series when it first came out. Really was a really cool series in the 80s. Now, with all the legacy characters, these were the children and the relatives of the heroes that were from the Golden Age. This is Infinity Inc. #48 with the origin of Nucleon. There you go. Great stuff. And here we go. We've got another Teen Titans Spotlight from DC Comics. And this is issue 10 with Aqualad. Yeah. And then we've got another team-up book from DC Comics. This is DC Comics Presents. And this is issue 4 with Superman and the Metal Man. Really cool. My collection of DC Comics Presents slowly inching its way to completion, which is really cool. Really happy about that. And then finally from Southampton Comics at the Loft Ladder, we have got Teen Titans number 28. Classic cover from there, from the Teen Titans. Really cool. Really looking forward to reading that. So there you go. Load of comics. Yes, so thank you very much, everyone at Southampton Comics at the Loft Ladder. Really enjoyable, as always, to see you guys and have a chat with you guys. And that you're very generous with these, with the trading and that you gave me and that. If you're ever in the Southampton area, obviously go to Forbidden Planet, but also don't forget to go to Southampton Comics at the Loft Ladder, because the guys there, they'll treat you right. They'll know, real comic fans, they'll treat you right. Should we go to the comments? Let's have a look. Mustn't do that. I just thought I'll read that one out in a bit. Here we go. Finding some more comments. Michael Moore, quite like that numbering system, even though it makes you buy more books. Then again, I suppose it's all good when it comes, if the comics were cheaper. They were a lot cheaper. A lot cheaper. Let's put it this way, I was on the dole for about 3 years back in this, like, the early mid 90s, when there was no work at all in this country. Literally wasn't any work at all in this country, and I managed to near enough buy every single comic that DC was producing every month from the comic shop that used to be in Salisbury, and I used to be able to near enough buy it on my dole money. So that's how cheap comics were back then, because you didn't get a lot of dole money back then. I don't know how much you get now, but yeah, very cheap. I think it was about £1.25. I think it was like that for a comic back then. And then also Michael Moore, this is what I was laughing about. Michael Moore says, "I thought you said Angel Rape until I seen the title." LOL. Yes, that's Angel and the Ape. It's probably my thick North Hampshire accent, doing terrible things to the English language there. So there you go. So that's the comments so far. Again, if you see anything in this video, if you guys want to comment on anything you see here, if you just joined the say section down below, if this video is already up on YouTube and it's not live, but you still want to comment, please feel free to comment. It's all part of the interaction. This is why I love doing these live videos for, because I interact with people. Always good. Oh, your computer's low memory. Oh, we better hurry up on this. Right. Where are we now? Yes, more comics. Right. I've been trying to do videos every week, so I wouldn't have so many comics to show you guys. Unfortunately, it hasn't worked like that. I've done a few recorded videos and put them up onto YouTube. The last couple of weeks has just been completely hectic, so you're going to get everything in this hit. So these are all new comics that have come out recently, but I've got these off of vendors off the internet and that, so I've actually got them week by week. So I'll just put these here because I forgot to show you these guys. I'll show you these in a bit after I've shown you my new comics. So this is the stuff that's come out in the last couple of weeks. We'll start off a bit differently, because usually I do the big two and then I go on to the independents. I'll start off with Marvel. Okay, and you'll see why. I'll start off with Marvel and then I'll go on to the independents, and I'm going to go on to DC. You'll see why in a minute. I'm going to do that. So right, speedily along. First up, we have Amazing Spider-Man 17.1 Spiral Part 2. Okay, really enjoying that. Really is fun. Sadly, but understandably, the last issue, at least for the foreseeable future, of the Fantastic Four. This is number 645, and this is part of the connecting. I think they called these the gold covers. I believe that's the nickname they were given, or the nickname they were given. These are the gold variant covers. But they connected with each other. So this is the last one of this. It's a biggie, $5.99, but it's got to be done. Iron Fist, the Living Weapon. Great comic. Really enjoying this. Issue 11 on that one there. Really enjoying this. I cannot wait to see what Netflix do with the TV series of this in a couple of years time. Really looking forward to that. Silk number 3. I'm actually enjoying this now than I'm enjoying Spider-Gwen. I think Spider-Gwen's gone a bit meh. It doesn't seem to be going anywhere. It's just sort of like seems to be, you know. Silk, on the other hand, really good. I think the first issue was a little bit, but then after that, the second issue really picked up. So I'm looking forward to this. Really looking forward to this. Sorry, things are flashing all over the place in this computer. Don't crash. I don't actually get this comic, not for any other reason other than just the fact that I can't afford to get it all the time. But I had to get this. I really had to get this. Star Wars number 4. Number 4, yeah, Star Wars number 4 with the Kenner toy cover on that. A Chewbacca. How could I say no to that face? Look at it. How could I say no to that face? At the very least, so I could just go. Oh. So that's the reason why I got that for. And finally, from Marvel Comics, this really is a great comic. Really is. It's fun. It's completely out there. It's totally outlandish, but it is just great. It's The Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, number 4. Squirrel Girl versus Galactus. Come on, you know you want to find out what happens in this. Look at that cover. You know you want to find out what happens in that. Really great comic. Right. On to the independents. And I'm so happy I picked this up. And I must say, it does deserve the hype. This was a really good first issue. From Black Mask Comics, we have the first issue of We Can Never Go Home. Really good. Really enjoy this. I believe this is pretty hard to get hold of, although I managed to pick this up from Disposable Heroes. So yeah, I don't know if they've still. I think they've still got some issues of this on their website, on their main website, Disposable Heroes. So if you're looking for this, try it there. But other than that, I've seen this go for stupid money on eBay. Really stupid money. Excuse me. From Boom Studios, and try again. That's what you get for trying to rush. From Boom Studios and their imprint Archaea series of comics, we have got issue 2 of Halogen. There you go. I enjoyed the first issue. Had a very anime sort of like feel to it, and I was like, yeah, let's go get the complete miniseries. It's only a 4-issue miniseries, so why not? And I can't remember if I showed this one before. I don't think I did. But Archie Comics has actually gone and got me to do something that I have never done in a long time, and that's actually buy more than one of their comics. I've got Chilling Adventures of Sabrina number 2, which is finally out. Finally out. I've got this cover. I've also got the other cover, the first cover as well, cover A, but I'll show that one in a minute. So this is a great series. If you love your horror stories and your macabre, like gothic horror stories, you will love this. Really will. Awesome stuff. From their Dark Circle imprint, we've got the Black Hood number 3, and this is their movie cover. I don't know if this was taking the mickey out of DC's movie cover variants that they did, but this is Dark Circle, Archie Comics Dark Circle Black Hood number 3. It's their version of the movie cover there. So that's pretty cool. Loving that. And then we've also got Archie versus Predator number 1. Oh, I had to get this cover B. I had to get that one. Really cool. I enjoyed it. I really did enjoy it. I know some people have said there wasn't much Predator in it, which is understandable, but it's only the first issue. It's a 4-issue miniseries. It's the first issue. You can't have straight out, all out Predator. Even in the Predator movie, you didn't have straight out all-out Predator. The Predator actually didn't come around until about, I think it was about half hour, 45 minutes into the movie. That's when, you know, beforehand it was almost like just a general Arnold Schwarzenegger action movie. It wasn't until around about half an hour to 45 minutes into the movie that you saw any inclination that there was a Predator in it. So, yeah, really good. I'm enjoying it anyway. And then from Dark Horse, we have got, I believe this ties into Hellboy. The fact that it says from the pages of Hellboy on the front of here. We have got issue 2 of Frankenstein Underground. Really enjoying this. Whenever I pick up Hellboy comic or Hellboy related comic, I always enjoy them. Again, it's one of those things. I just wish I had the money to be able to buy all the comics that I want to buy, because I would have so many. I'd also have to have the money to buy a house as well, a big house. But yeah, really loving this. Really loving this. Like I said, there's not many adaptations of Frankenstein that I don't like, apart from that one that had Kenneth Branagh in it. Did I have Kenneth Branagh or did he direct it? I can't remember. Anyway, whatever, it was horrible. Also from Dark Horse Comics, Grindhouse, Drive In, Bleed Out, issue 4. This is part 2 of Blood Lagoon. If you like your Grindhouse and your exploitation movies, this is definitely for you. Really awesome comic. Oh, I'm going to be so sad to see this one go. Dynamite and their Gold Key imprint series that they're doing, which they're bringing back the Gold Key Dell original Valiant comics and Dark Horse comic characters, Solar, Turok, and Magnus Robot Fighter. Magnus and Turok have both finished on issue 12. I really did enjoy this series. Solar Man of the Atom number 11, cover B. Really did enjoy this series. So sad to see this go. I'm hoping that Dynamite are going to do something else with these characters, because it'd be a real crying shame to do comics that were really this good and then do nothing with them after they finish in issue 12. Great series. And I've actually got, what is it? I got the first issue of this and I was like, I've got to get a second issue of this. Really have. Really enjoyed this comic. Unfortunately, we're not going to see issue 3 of this. If I've read correctly in here, we're not going to see issue 3 of this until, I think it was 2016, I think it was, or something like that. That's a long time. But it's issue 2 of Red 1 from Image Comics. There you go. Yeah, I'm sure I read in there it was 2006, spring 2016. We were going to see the second story arc, which is a heck of a long time. But there you go. I'll probably buy it for some reason. I don't know. I enjoy the writing. This was a weird one from Image Comics. This was one of those ones where I picked it up purely on a whim. It's the Thrilling Adventure Hour presenting Beyond Belief number 1. Now this is the photo cover of this. It's if you read things like Hoax Hunters and October Faction, and there was another one as well that I like in this, but I can't remember what it was. But if you read those sort of comics, you will enjoy this, because it's basically a couple going around drinking lots of gin and tonic, and basically debunking supernatural things or stopping supernatural things before they get out of hand. Yeah, it was interesting enough to get me to want to get number 2, I think. Definitely. But very peculiar. Very peculiar. Especially when it almost on every other page they're sitting there going, "Would you like a gin, dear? Oh yes, okay. Oh, there's a demon. Should we fight that as well? Yes, let's do that." But it was done in a really nice tongue-in-cheek sort of like fashion, but not too badly done. Titan Comics now, and we have the cover B for the 10th Doctor Who series, issue 9. This is the photo cover. This is the last issue, the last story of the Weeping Angels in World War II story arc that happened. This one made this series for me. definitely, this was definitely a 10th Doctor story. I could see this actually being made into a TV series if he was David Tennant, if David Tennant was the 10th Doctor long enough. You get my drift. Oh, I've been waiting for this ever since I found out this was coming out from Titan in preview magazines. This is by Des Taylor, and it's Scarlet Couture #1. This is the cover B photographic cover. Really good. If you like Black Widow and you like Tomb Raider comics and Tomb Raider computer games and that, you will love this. Not so much for the premise of it, but more of this, like, the all-out action female character. really strong female character in this. Yeah, great. And Des Taylor's artwork in there, really nice as well. Great if you can pick it up. And finally, for this this bit here, I have from Valiant Comics, fantastic, absolutely fantastic series from Valiant. It's Ivar, Time Walker #4. If you like Doctor Who, you're going to love this. It really is. It's got that same sort of like humour to it as Doctor Who has. And then also you've also got the time travel and bouncing backwards and forwards in time and people meeting up with other people, and it gets really good and really confusing in this one. There's this is a great story to try and explain things like time paradoxes and that. If you get a little bit confused about things like that in Doctor Who, pick this comic up. It quite nicely explains the whole thing of time paradoxes and certain events being fixed points in time which can't be changed. Yeah, really enjoying this series, really awesome. Right, so there's that. Shall we have a quick look at the comments? Let's have a quick look at the comments, just in case there are any. Give me a chance to have a drink. Oh, there's one. And that is it said there was a comment here. Where is it? I want my comment. Well, it says there's a comment there, but there doesn't seem to be any new comment. So if you have commented and I haven't seen it down there for some reason, I apologise. I will read it out as soon as I find it. But at the moment, YouTube seem to be not wanting to play the game like everything else on here. So please feel free to comment on this, you know, because hopefully I'll be able to read it at some point. It says I had 14, then it says 15, but there's nothing. So, right, I'll have a look again because time's chugging on, and so must I. I'll get on with these comics, and then I shall have a look and see if hopefully that comment that wasn't there comes back up again. And hopefully we'll have more comments as well, which would be awesome. Right. Oh, it's hot here. Whew. Right. DC Comics. You're going to see why I've left these for their own little group of their own. And this is one of the reasons why I was hoping to be able to do these weekly. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to do next week at least a quick video of here's the comics I had and put it up. Because I don't want to have this again. My DC Comics for this month, or for April so far. Should we get cracking on? You'll probably find out in a minute why there's so many comics here for DC at the moment. First up, I have got the last issue for Multiversity. This is issue 2. I haven't had a chance to read this yet. I cannot wait to sit down and read this. And I'm seriously thinking and contemplating on getting all the issues together from Multiversity #1, all the one-shots and everything else, and just getting them all together and then reading them all in one big sitting. Really enjoyed this series. Really loved it. Grant Morrison, definitely Grant Morrison at his best with this. He's always at his best when he does interdimensional characters that that are slightly different to what we're used to, and when he does stuff that makes you think outside your head. Yeah, great stuff. Awesome stuff. Right, I think I've already showed this issue, but this is going to show you why I've got such a big stack for DC this month. I'm sure some of you out there will probably be able to figure this out. And please, again, feel free to comment down in the comment section below if you see anything here. I'm going to quickly rattle through this lot so I can get on with the last couple of piles of comics that I've got here. These are all Convergence comics, the DC event for 2015. These are all Convergence comics for April. They're all cover A's. I wish I had the money to get the cover B's as well. Maybe I might be able to pick them up from Forbidden Planet when they get a bit cheaper. But yeah, so here we go. First up, we have got Convergence issue 0. Yeah. So there's, like I said, I think I've already shown that one before, but why not show everything? So there you go, issue 0. And we've got these first few, the first week of Convergence, and this highlights the pre-52 DC universe. So basically the better DC universe than one we've got now. And this is Convergence number 1. I think that's cover B for that. Right. And all I see is cover A now. So then we have Convergence Speed Force number 1, Return of Wally West. Awesome. The real Wally West, except no substitutes. The one and only Wally West. Convergence, the Titans number 1. Like I said, I'm just going to rattle through these. I will speak actually about what I feel about this lot. Batman and Robin number 1, Convergence. I have been enjoying these immensely. Not to sound too sappy and too soft-headed and all that, but it really does feel, Nightwing and Oracle number 1 really does feel that I've got my old friends back. These aren't the pretentious Superman number 1, pretentious, overbearing anti-heroes that DC are publishing at the moment. These are actually the real heroes that DC had about 3 or 4 years ago. The Question number 1, great. Greg Rucka, is it Greg Rucka? Yeah, Greg Rucka, brilliant. And that as well, Superman number 1, Dan Jurgens, fantastic, really is really cool. Harley Quinn number 1, the real Harley Quinn in it. Justice League, these are all number 1s anyway, so no point me saying number 1. The Atom, with Ray Palmer as the Atom, not just some weird science guy who has nothing to do with shrinking much. And finally, for week 1, we have got Batgirl, Stephanie Brown back in the Batgirl outfit. No hipster girl in this at all. Real Batgirls in this. Oh yes. Right, week 2. This week they had the pre-0 hour Crisis in Time DC Universe heroes. That was before 1994. So we've got Convergence number 2, and this is again cover B for this one. And again, we'll rattle through this as quickly as we can. We have got Justice League International. We've got Green Lantern Parallax. Hal Jordan with the Parallax entity inside again. Superman, Man of Steel with Steel and I can't remember what they were called. Was it the Iron Foundation with his niece and nephew and that there. So there you go. Aquaman, back when Peter David, was writing Aquaman and he lost his hand. Really awesome, that one. Supergirl Matrix. Okay. Batman Shadow of the Bat with Azrael Batman in there. Suicide Squad with the real Waller in there. It's good to see her back looking like that. Superboy, Connor Kent, back again. Catwoman. Yeah, great cover there. And Green Arrow. There you go. There's that. And then we also have week 3. Now, week 3 was the pre-Crisis on Infinite Earth universe. So that was everything before 1985. I think it's supposed to be between, it's like the Silver Age. So between 1964 and 1985. These ones are. These highlight the heroes from that era. And you've got Convergence number 3, cover B there. Great. And then you have The Flash number 1. So good to read a Barry Allen story where he's not some whingy little prat. Yeah. Oh, sugar. Really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this comic. Green Lantern Corps. Hawkman. Justice League of America, which has the Detroit Justice League, which I enjoyed reading when it was back in the day. Yeah. Vibe Gypsy, was it Vibe Gypsy, Martian Manhunter, Aquaman, Vixen, Commander Steel, Zatanna, and Elongated Man. Vibe Gypsy, Martian Manhunter, Aquaman, Vixen. I'm sure that was Commander Steel, Zatanna, and Elongated Man up there. Nice. And then we have the new Teen Titans. Great with that. Cyborg back with the team that he actually, he actually had a proper place in this team. He wasn't just like, expedition character. So what's happening here? Oh, I'm Cyborg. I will explain this to you, Justice League. No, he was actually a real character in the Teen Titans. Sorry, I'll get off the soapbox. Swamp Thing. There you go. Kelly Jones artwork in this, absolutely gorgeous, really great. Superboy and the Legion of Superheroes, fantastic stuff. We've got Wonder Woman. There you go. And if you recognise that, that is the same. I'm sure this is the same artist on the cover here that does Death Note and Sunstone, the graphic novel Sunstone. And I can never pronounce his name, so I'm not going to do it just because I'm going to sound like a prat. But you know who you are. Awesome Wonder Woman cover there. And then we've got Batman and the Outsiders there. And Adventures of Superman with the, I suppose you say, the Bronze Age Superman and Supergirl on there. So there we go. And then these ones here, I haven't actually had a chance to read these ones. This is week 4 of Convergence, and these ones, from what I can tell, these highlight the golden age heroes of the DC universe. So anything from 1938 to 1964, something like that, yeah. Or 1954, oh, I can't remember. 1938, 1954, sorry. Anyway, Convergence number 4, cover B, with oh, I can't remember his name now. In the Lost Land. He'll come back to me in a minute. I'll shout his name out really randomly. Don't worry about it. And then we have Justice Society of America. I'm so looking forward to reading these. The real, the real legacy characters. Shazam. Oh, these are going to be great. Really, yeah. I'm not quite sure why they lumped these two groups together, but Plastic Man and the Freedom Fighters. Interesting. Looks interesting. We've got Action Comics with Golden Age Golden Age Superman in it. I believe he's fighting the Superman from Red Sun, the Elseworld story. Yeah. Infinity Inc. back again with the Legacy heroes. Booster Gold. There you go. Howler Mouse, one for you. Crime Syndicate. This is the original Crime Syndicate from the 1960s sort of era. Blue Beetle. I'm not quite sure why they put Booster Gold and Blue Beetle in with this lot. Maybe they didn't have enough heroes from the Golden Age that they felt that they could put together with this. But there you go. Good to see Ted Cord back, and good to see the old Carlton Comics and that heroes back again. And finally, I've got the 7 Soldiers of Victory here. Oh, excuse me, World's Finest #1. There we go. And if you don't know who they are, that's the Golden Age Green Arrow with Speedy. You've got the Shining Knight on there, up there. You've got Star Spangled Kid and Stripes, who then Stripes was in the Jeff Jones series, short-lived series of Stars and Stripes, and Stripes built a robot a bit like an Iron Man sort of like style. We're in the Courtney. Oh, I can't remember her name. She's in the Justice League United comic series at the moment. She took over from Star Spangled Kid there. And then you've got the Crimson Avenger, and then you've got the Vigilante there. So, just in case you don't know. So there you go. That's all the conversions for the first month. And I've got to say, it has been absolutely fantastic reading this. Really has. I've enjoyed it. I really have enjoyed it immensely. Should we go back to the comments? That mysterious comment. Whilst we're doing that, I'll drink. Still 15 comments, so have a look. Here we go. There now. Venga Boys are back in town. See, there you go. Funny you should mention Classic Slain. I bought a paperback copy of The Horned God today because I can't find it online. I read the first collection, Warrior's Dawn, I think. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yeah, a bit back, and enjoyed it. So I'm trying to pick up the rest. On another topic, I saw an advert for the new Doctor Who audio play collection with Paul McGann, Dark Eyes or something. I'm wondering, have you ever listened to these audio plays? If so, which Doctor, in your opinion, does the most enjoyable audios? I actually do have, on top of my sonic screwdriver here. Oop, a bit dusty. I actually do have Dark Eyes Volume 1, which has got 4 discs in it, and it's 4 stories. Really good. Really, really good. I think that's up to Dark Eyes 4. I think they've got Dark Eyes 4 coming out this year. And then after that, Paul McGann goes on to another big story arc for a big finish. As far as the best Doctor for these audio plays and that, they're all done by Big Finish Productions. I think they started doing those in 2001. So they're all different, and they're all different, and they're all good in their own way. You've got Paul McGann, who technically is the longest running actor to play the Doctor in Doctor Who, because he was the Doctor in the TV series in 1996, but then he reprised the role of the 8th Doctor in the Big Finish stories and audio plays since 2001. So since 2001, 2011, that's 10, 14. So he's been Doctor Who for quite some time. If you want to be sort of pedantic about it, since 1996 till 2015, he has been Doctor Who. So, you know, he's played the character a long time. So yeah, and the Big Finish audio plays do flesh out the 8th Doctor a heck of a lot. And the nice thing is if you ever saw the that little sort of like mini episode which had Paul McGann in it, where you actually saw him regenerate into the John Hurt Doctor, the War Doctor, they actually named some of the companions that the 8th Doctor had in the audio plays. So that basically makes the audio plays canon. They are part of the TV series universe, which is great. So if you ever want to know what the Paul McGann Eighth Doctor was up to, get hold of some of those audio plays from Big Finish that he was in, because they are really good. I can't think off the top of my head any at the moment that really sort of like spring to mind, but if you can get hold of the Dark Eyes box sets, they are a bit expensive, but they are worth getting. Again, with the other Doctors, Peter Davison's Doctor, Fifth Doctor, it just carries on directly from, you know, where they sort of like were in sort of like that period of Doctor Who. The only problem I've read with the Peter Davison's one was that because they were so interconnecting, the storylines were so interconnecting with when he was the Doctor, there's not much gap where they can fit in the stories for the Big Finish production stories, because that's what they do. They sort of like, whenever there's like the Sixth Doctor with Colin Baker, obviously there was a big gap where he wasn't on TV. It was like 18 months when originally Doctor Who was sort of semi-cancelled. Excuse me. So Big Finish has got these like big gaps in the Sixth Doctor's history where they can say, well, this happened and he had this companion in, and these adventures happened and he did this. And the same with the Seventh, the Sylvester McCoy Doctor. He is padded out a heck of a lot in the Big Finish audio plays, because he's got big areas where they can say, well, actually, we can stick this story into this bit, you know, and everything like that. But with Peter Davison, his Doctor, his stories on TV were quite closely compacted together, so they're finding it a bit difficult to slip in the stories where he was. But I think if you can get hold of any of the audio players with any of those Doctors in it, really worth getting hold of. And Tom Baker has also reprised his role as the Fourth Doctor on quite a few stories now that's just come up. I remember the first one I think they did was The Hornet's Nest, which was a 4-part story arc thing with 4 different stories that all connected together. That was really good as well. So yeah, to try and pinpoint one Doctor out of those audio plays, that's really difficult, because they're all so blooming good. Let's have a look. Any comments? Oh, 16. Michael Moore, I don't know if you have been checking out reviews on Convergence, Mark, but it's getting some really bad ones. What's your opinion on this? Yeah, I'm enjoying Convergence personally. I really am enjoying Convergence. The mini-series that I suppose you say is the event, the actual Convergence mini-series, is a little bit meh. But the actual comics that are coming off of that, the one-shot comics like these ones and that, they're really good. They are really good. The characters are actually what they should be like. I can only think, and I don't want to sound like, you know, the conspiracy theory guy on the internet going, wear a tinfoil hat because the government's trying to get you and nobody lands on the moon. That sort of person. But I do have a feeling that a lot of people, not a lot of people, but some people, they're either saying they don't like it because they never read DC Comics before the New 52 come out, or there's a little thing called backhanders, and you know, some people do get, we'll give you something if you say it's crap. We'll give you something. You might think to yourself, why are DC Comics saying that? But if these sell really well, if Convergence sells really well, it just goes to show that DC Comics did something wrong when they wiped the whole slate clean and got rid of all these legacy characters. So, you know, a little bit of a dip in sales ain't going to really hurt DC much, just so they can prove a point of saying, well, we tried to give you your old heroes back, but you didn't like them, so, you know, we're not going to do it anymore. Again, not the tinfoil hat sort of usual kind of guy, but I wouldn't put it past DC and Warner Brothers, especially reading some of the stuff that I've read recently on how they've treated some of the old creators and that of their characters pertaining to certain characters that are now in TV shows. So, but yeah, you know, at the end of the day, I'm enjoying them, and if nobody else enjoys it, it's not going to stop me from enjoying it. So there you go. Comments? Any more? Not just yet. Okay, again, comment in the comment section down below if you want to. If you want to say anything about Convergence, if you enjoy it, if you don't enjoy it, whatever, in the comment section down below. Great. Right. More comics. I'm running out of room to put this stuff now. I'll have to stick them over here and hope it doesn't all fall over. There we go. Stay. Quickly, I buy tat. I buy a lot of tat, a lot. And I just picked up some new Lego figurine. I think they're called minifigures. So these are in the packs. Some kind of carpenter bloke, a sort of like samurai, swordy kind of guy, and a hot dog. So yeah, so there you go. So a few bits and pieces I picked up. Like I said, tat. But it's my tat, and it makes me happy. Right. Should we go on to pickups from Forbidden Planet? Yes, let's do that. I'll just move this stuff out of the way because I've got some. Oh no, hold on, hang on. Oxfam in Southampton, they sell comics in there as well, and I managed to pick up 4 comics from there, so I'll quickly go through these. Infinity Crisis, Fight for the Multiverse #5. There you go. There's that one. These are all 99p. Grimjack #38. Awesome. Slowly getting a complete set of that. I think there's 80 of those. Secret 6 #15. If you're getting Secret 6, this is the series to get. The John Ostrander and the original Gail Simone version of Secret 6. Get that. Don't worry, bother with the new Secret 6 that's out at the moment because it's and also we have Venom #29, which is part 3 of Minimum Carnage. There you go. There you go. So there's those. Right. Comics from Forbidden Planet. Right, here we go. Now I am not on the screen, so that's not usually a bad thing. Right, so in Forbidden Planet, they sell some of their old comics, new but old. They sell some of their old newish old comics for half price, and also they do grab bags in there. So these comics here were comics that are either half price or better than half price, or they were in their £2 grab bag, so it was like 50p each. So, and again, you get to see the front comic in the grab bag. You get to see what the back comic is in the grab bag because they have them facing outwards, so you can see what those 2 comics are. The comics in the middle are complete mystery to you. You don't know what you're getting in that with those 2, which would explain some of these comics that I actually picked up on here. Let's have a look what we've got. Let's do the grab bags first. So you've got 4 comics in a grab bag. So I've got 12 comics there. So I bought 3 grab bags. You get 4 comics in a grab bag. And you've got from DC Comics, Secret Origins #11. That was one of the middle ones. You've also got, this is definitely one of the middle ones, Hipster Girl #40. Okay. And then also another one of the middle ones, Secret Origins #10, featuring Hipster Girl and more. And this, was this in a grab? Yeah, this was in a grab bag. Either Time Walker #1, the blank variant. I still love these. I still like these blank variants. I think they're cool. Even when they haven't got anything drawn on them, I still enjoy them. Something about the pristine whiteness of them. It's really weird. From Dark Horse Comics, we've got Itty Bitty Comics. And this is Grimace Island, #1 of 4. No idea, but I remember getting the Itty Bitty Hellboy comics from Dark Horse, and that was really cool. So hopefully I'll be enjoying that one. And we've got the second printing of Shield issue 2. Okay. And then you've also got from Boom Studios, their imprint Boombox. We've got issue 2 of Help Us, Great Warrior. I think that's an animated series on. Is it a YouTube animated series, or is it actually an animated series on sort of like Cartoon Network or something, or whatever it's called now? But anyway, that's that. And we've got Chew issue 44. And what is this called again? So Odyssey, innit? Odyssey issue 2. I'd like to have to put these things on it. Yeah, Odyssey 2. So I missed out on issue 1. I might see if I can pick up number 1 somewhere. And then you have issue 3 of Shaft from Dynamite. And then Hinterkind, or Hinterkind, however you want to pronounce it, issue 16. This is one of those ones again. I bought the first few issues, really enjoyed them, but then other stuff come out, and I really need a job that I get a really, really good wage for. So there you go. And then you've got Fantastic Four number 3, which is the variant cover there. That was in one of the grab bags as well. Pretty cool. And then these ones here, this little lot here, were all half price. So you've got from DC Vertigo, Strange Sports Stories number 1. Looking forward to reading that. I remember reading the original Strange Sports Stories, the ongoing series that they had in the 70s, I think it was. And yeah, I enjoyed that, so I'm sure I'll enjoy that. From Dynamite, we have the Warren Ellis Black Cross number 1. That cost me £1.49, which is pretty good. That's one of those ones that I wanted to pick up, but other stuff come out. So glad that Forbidden Planet are doing that. Another one that I wanted to pick up, but other stuff was coming out, and this is IDW's The Fly Outbreak number 1. This is the subscription cover. I think that cost me, that was another £1.49 more. It's pretty good. All new Captain America, Fear Him, number 3. And number 4. So far I've picked up the first 4 issues of that for the same price as 2 issues. So that's pretty good. I think there's only 1 issue to go with that, so that's pretty good. And finally, from the Cheapy Comics and Forbidden Planet, the Noto covers that came out a couple of months ago. I managed to pick up Uncanny Avengers number 2. Noto cover of that, really cool. And Shield number 3, Noto cover is that as well, which is pretty awesome. I think nearly got a complete series of that now. Nearly got a complete set of all those ones, which is pretty cool. Right, let's have a look. Any more comments? Whilst we're here. So I've got a comment here somewhere. Cooley Movies 2015 comic film predictions. What, as in what's coming out comic book wise that I'm looking forward to watching? Ant-Man, definitely. Star Wars, definitely. Fantastic Four, Not on Your Life. What else is there? I'm sure there was something else around about August time, wasn't it? You had Ant-Man in July. Oh no, you had the the FF movie in August, and then you had Star Wars: The Force Awakens in December, wasn't it? Have you seen that some places? I don't know if it's in the UK. I think it's only in America, but maybe it might be in the UK as well. Some places are actually doing a Star Wars marathon. Yeah. So you'll see all 6 of the first series of Star Wars movies, and then boom, you'll get to see The Force Awakens. How long is that? It's going to be nearly, what was it, 2.5 hours, near enough? 2 hours per movie? And you've got another one that's 14. So you're going to be in the cinema nearly all day. That's mental. It's mad. So yeah. So I think that's what you meant anyway, Cooley Movies. And thank you for joining us as well. If that's not what you meant, if you could elaborate a bit more, that'd be great. And if you've got any examples as well of movies that you're looking forward to seeing as well, that'd be awesome to see. I'll read it out. Just refresh that, go back to the main screen. I'm doing too badly, actually. Right. This little lot here, this is all my pickups from Forbidden Planet. This is all what was waiting for me, or near enough all that was waiting for me. I think I had to put a few back in my standing order because money's a bit tight this month. But yeah, so these are all the pickups I managed to get hold of. First up, I have no idea whether this is a really low print run, because the main cover for this, I've seen places saying 1 per customer. Forbidden Planet was told that they were only allowed to sell 1 per customer. So I don't know whether there was just a really short run, print run on this issue or not. But it's Batman number 40. Now normally I wouldn't buy New 52 Batman, but I saw the cover and I was like, yeah, go on in. And then I saw everybody going crazy over it, and I was like, yeah, go on in, I'll get it for near enough cover price. Why not? So there we go. Batman, or the Mask movie cover variant with the Joker in there. How cool is that? That's pretty cool, and a relatively decent looking version of the Joker as well for New 52. So that's awesome. Really happy to get that. Marvel Comics, that's the only DC one in this pile now. Marvel Comics, we have got Silver Surfer number 11. Really enjoying this. Dan Slott and Mike Allred and Laura Allred as well, doing great stuff with this series. Really enjoying it. I'm not quite sure why this is a special oversized issue, but I shall read it and hopefully find out. So really enjoying Silver Surfer that. And we've got Howard the Duck number 2, and this one has the Guardians of the Galaxy in it. There we go. And Daredevil number 15. Great series from Mark Waid. This is another comic that I'm glad I got this coming from. Again, I phoned up Forbidden Planet when I found out this was coming out, and I was like, can you get it from us? And they were like, actually, this is the only copy we got, and it just so happens it's the cover as well you're looking for, which I thought was fortuitous, extremely so. Yes, this is Betty, and again, Archie Comics getting me to do something that I haven't done, I don't think ever, which is buy their comics. Betty and Veronica number 275. Are you ready for this? The Adam Hughes cover. Oh, for cover price. Yes. I'm sure people in America and in Canada and possibly in Australia and that are thinking to themselves, well, you got it for cover price. Well done. We did as well. But over here, this was being sold for stupid money. I don't know whether it's not even like a 1 in 10 or 1 in 25 or 1 in 50 variant. It was a part of the celebration of the issue, 275th issue of Betty and Veronica, and they all had, I think it was an equal amount of all the covers coming out for this one. Obviously the Adam Hughes cover was probably really sought after, but yeah, I got a copy. So yeah, I'll read it. I don't mind. I'll read anything really, apart from New 52. But yeah, awesome sauce. And again, another Archie comic. This is cover A for Chilling Adventures of Sabrina #2. Okay. And from Joe Benitez Comics, we have got Lady Mechanica, The Tablet of Destinies, issue 1. There you go. This is the new miniseries now. They finally finished the first story arc and the first miniseries for Lady Mechanica. Now we're on to the second one. So yeah, looking forward to that. Really enjoying that. If you like your steampunk, you're going to enjoy that. You really will. Final issue for Cullen Bunn's. What are they going to do? Cool. Yes, Cullen Bunn's run on Army of Darkness finishes with this issue, and it's #5 Dynamite of Army of Darkness. I'm looking forward to reading that. Definitely. Right. Also from Dynamite, we have more horror movie franchises from them, and this is Reanimator #1. One of my favorite horror movie franchises. The first Reanimator movie. Have I still got it up there? I can't remember. If I haven't got it up there, then I've got it in one of my wallets over there. Got the DVD of it, and I've got Reanimator 2 and 3 as well. Great series of movies. Yeah, really looking forward to that one. And also from Dynamite, I believe this is cover A for Vampirella #11. I think I showed cover B of this as well. But the covers are so great on this. Maybe I've already got one. No, I haven't. No. There you go. Really enjoying it. Like I said, I've never really been a big Vampirella fan, but this one, Nancy A. Collins has been doing great work with this series. Really has. Michael, sorry, dude. This one, don't get emotional, man. I completely understand where you're coming from because this is a great series. But this is the penultimate issue of Alex and Ada, #14. #15 is the last issue, which is this one that came out this month. Yeah, really sad. Really going to be sad to see this go. I'm really intrigued to see how they're going to finish this. Yeah, just been a great, awesome series. And I know I got the Kick-Ass car cover version of this, but I got Forbidden Planet to put this one by for us last time I was at their comic shop, so I can pick it up now. This is Chrononauts #1 regular cover. And again, I remember when I said when I had the poster up there, supposedly on that watch, I don't know if this is true, this is just what I've heard. It's like internet rumblings, and a couple of other people in the real world have told me this as well. Supposedly in that watch, if you have a certain type of color blindness or a certain type of not affliction of the eyes, but a certain type of eyesight, whatever you call it, you're supposed to see a dial, a sand dial in there in the clock face. I can't see it. I can sort of see the cracks in there making sort of like a sand dial, but yeah, whether that's true or not, I don't know. But there you go. That's it. And then we've got Chrononauts #2. Had to be done. Had to be done. Descender #2. Really enjoying this, so had to get that. Southern Cross #2. I really enjoyed the first issue of this. It's just so trippy. The Surface issue 2. Really enjoyed the first issue. Really enjoyed the first issue of that. And we've got the regular cover. Is it regular cover? Yeah, the regular cover, beautifully painted for Doctor Who #1. So that's 3 covers of that I've got now. Pretty cool. And then you've got the regular cover, cover A for Doctor Who 10th Doctor #9. And then you've got regular cover for the 11th Doctor #11. Regular cover for the 12th Doctor #7. I want to get cover B for this as well because I really like the cover for that one. And then you have from Valiant Comics, Jeff Lemire's Bloodshot Reborn. Getting away from me there. There's that. And then this is such a great, beautifully drawn, fantastically written series. Valiant Comics Divinity #3. Awesome. Fantastic. And then you have Rye #8. Go. And then finally for this bit we have Ninjak #2. I think that's the normal cover A as well. So there you go. Awesome stuff. Right, I'm just gonna move this stuff to somewhere a little bit safer. And as I'm doing that, if I refresh the page and see if there's any more comments. Excuse me, I'm just going over it. Any more comments? Doesn't look like it, so we will soldier on. Oh, for the final part of this video. Yes, don't worry, it's going to be over soon. It's okay. Just keep breathing. You're going to be fine. It's all going to be over soon. Okay, yeah. Still with me? Awesome. Right. Now you probably saw the title of this video and you saw Free Comic Book Day. You know, the short box full Free Comic Book Day live haul video. And you've probably been sat there wondering, well, I mean, you had the trades and that, they were sort of free. But where have all the Free Comic Book Day comics gone? You haven't shown any. It's because I'm just about to show you them now. Okay. Now we had a really great time. Adam and me and Steve, and I think everybody there had a really great time at Forbidden Planet. And this is, excuse me, I'm just going to slightly disappear again. This is the free comics that we managed to get from Free Comic Book Day. I think Adam and myself roughly split it 50-50. So for the comics that we had with each other and that, so that was pretty cool. Now first of all, Forbidden Planet in Southampton, they were giving grab bags away, which had the free comics in there. There's a random selection of free comics in there, but you also had the early bird packs, excuse me, which were Free Comic Book Day comics and extra bits and pieces in it. So first up, we've got posters. That looks like a Doctor Who one. Yeah, Dalek on there. So there's Doctor Who one there. And I believe this is a Doctor Who one as well. And I had my one, and Steve didn't want his. Mr. Wolf didn't want his, so he very generously gave me his Doctor Who poster. So that was cool. And then you also had a pack of lantern rings. Near enough a complete set. I think there's orange. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think there's orange missing out of that one. Which ain't too bad. So 8 there. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I'm sure it's orange lantern. I've got the complete set. I've got the original ones that they brought out with Blackest Night up there somewhere, but I'll have a check, see which ones are missing. So you got those. You also had a badge. Free New York Bulletin. There you go. From Marvel Comics, which is their little sort of like Daily Bugle sort of style, sort of newspaper sort of styly sort of thing. It's always worth having. Extra something to read. And then you had Magic the Gathering. Adam knows more about this than I do, so go and see his video because he explains this a heck of a lot better than I remember going to do. It's a booster pack basically, but supposedly it's a booster pack with guaranteed really good cards in it, or something like that. Something to do with the online game. So let's have a look at that and see what's in there. See what I can add to my sets up there. And then you also had starter pack. That's what they call it, starter packs. Yeah, that's blue Planeswalker. That's pretty cool. Was there anything else? I think that was it, wasn't it? More? Yes. Yeah, I think that was it. So that was it. So that was all the little bits and pieces that they gave you in the early bird bags and that, which was really awesome. Really enjoyed those. And now the free comics. So it's going to be over soon, don't worry. I'll just quickly rattle through these. 2000 AD, Free Comic Book Day, 2000 AD for 2015. Always worth picking up. Always is worth picking up that one. Also had Kodansha Comics. Attack on Titan. Free Comic Book Day book. I think this has just got bits and pieces in it. Oh, excuse me. It's very late in the morning. Yeah. So that's going to be interesting to read. That looks pretty cool. And here we go. Scooby-Doo Team Up. 1. These are no particular order. ICE, Immigration and Customs Enforcers from 12 Gauge Comics. Cleopatra in Space from Graphics. I think this is one that everybody was looking forward to picking up. You've got Secret Wars #0. So there you go. There's that there. I always get these. It's the only time I actually get Bongo Comics, which again is unfortunate because I do like them. Bongo Comics Free for All 2015. You know. Grim Fairy Tales, Xenoscopes, Grim Fairy Tales, Wonderland Special Edition. And then we've got the Valiant 25th Anniversary Special. Really looking forward to that one. Oh, I got 2 of those. I got 2 ice. Oh, I'll give one another ice. There's another ice. Give that to somebody. We've got Super Mutant Magic Academy. Okay. Oh, cool. It's like little comic strips. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Oh, on the back, you've got Step Aside Pops. And the back covers creased. So you've got Step Aside Pops as well. Just that one there. There you go. Oh, that's pretty cool. From Aspen, we have Worlds of Aspen 2015. Eternal Soulfire. The Overstreet Comic Book Marketplace Free Comic Book Day comic. There you go. They're always interesting to read as well. Motorcycle Samurai #1 from Top Shelf. This is the thing I like about Free Comic Book Day. You get stuff that you would never, ever, ever pick up normally. But because it's free, chances are you've either got it in a grab bag or you've just sort of gone, okay, I'll have one of each. Thank you very much. You know, always interesting to read these things. Fight Club from Dark Horse. I think everybody's been going on about that one, wanting that one. So there's that. And then you've got the Goon as well, which is the Goon. It's got the Goon in it and the Strain as well. So there you go. So there's 3 previews in it for that one. This was the one that I was really looking forward to. And it's also was the one that reminded me I need to pick up the Fox #1. Because I forgot to pick up that one. So I'm going to see if I can get that somewhere. You've got Dark Circle Comics from Archie Comics. There you go. Previewing them. Another one that I've seen people say about that they were looking forward to get is Oni Press's Terrible Lizard. Titan Comics, and their throw-in for Free Comic Book Days is a preview comic for all 3 of their Doctors that they're printing off. And this actually is a preview comic. It's not like the one that they had for the preview of the 9th Doctor, where it was just an advert, one big magazine for an advert for all the stuff that's coming up. Oh, and here's a couple of pages of, you know, the covers for Doctor Who number 9, the 9th Doctor miniseries. This has actually got, I think it's all been in the comics before or coming up for comics, but it's all previews. So yeah, that's pretty cool. There you go. Well, that does say on the front there, 3 amazing stories. So maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm undercutting them. That's awesome. If that's the case, if these are all new stories and they're not just sort of like previews or like that. Oh, cool. Well done, Titan. Awesome. Yes. Right. Boom's Free Comic Book Days. Boom, Archaea, Boombox, and Kaboom. It's 10-year celebration, 2015 Free Comic Book Day special. There you go. No hardback from Boom this year, but they seem to do it 1 year hardback, 1 year normal, 1 year hardback. So you never know, we might get hardback again next year. From Comics Tribe, we have got And Then Emily Was Gone. I don't know whether the video actually came up, but I've done this joke on that video for a Free Comic Book Day, and I might as well do it here now. I always enjoy getting this comic in Free Comic Book Day. I don't usually buy this comic in any case. Again, it's one of those ones, had the money, yada, yada, yada. But looking forward to reading this, because I always look forward to read this character. It's great. We have got the Free Comic Book Day version of the new 52 Batman. Oh, sorry, the Tick. Sorry, there you go. So looking for. I love the animated series. I love the live action series that they did, TV series that they did. So yeah, looking forward to that. Captain Canuck #0 from Chapter House Comics. Yeah. Oh, this was one of the ones I was really looking forward to getting. What's it? Antarctic? Is it? Oh, I can never read it. Yeah, Antarctic Press. Steampunk Goldilocks #1. That's awesome. Looking forward to reading that one. Legendary Comics. We've got their Free Comic Book Day. There you go. There's that one from Legendary Comics. Nice stuff. Oh, Kieran Gillen. Who's this one? Avatar. Oh, cool. Mercury Heat. Yeah, Avatar's Free Comic Book Day comic there. And on the back, I can't wait for that. I really can't. Alan Moore's Providence. That looks really awesome. We've also got, I didn't realise this until Adam pointed out on his video, but you've got Teen Titans Go, and then you've got the Scooby-Doo team up on the back as well. So there you go, 2 for 1 flip book. So there's that. And then we have DC Comics Divergence #1. So there's that one there. And Marvel Comics, one of Marvel Comics, their other free comic book day book, is the all new, all different Avengers. Looks interesting, especially considering that you've got Miles Morales right there. Another Cleopatra in Space. Those. From, this is Hermes Press. Yes, Hermes Press, the company that gave us the Buck Rogers in the 24th Century by Howard Chaykin about a year ago or 6 months ago. You've got Hermes Press, The Phantom. Okay. There's that. And then we've got Third World Studios with The Stuff of Legend. And then flip book of Thanatos Diver on that one. Then we have, what is this? What is this? What's the company? Come on, what's the company? I can't see what the company is. No, I can't see what the company is. I must be going blind. Anyway, Hatter M, Love of Wonder by Frank Bidor. There you go. That's it. I can't see who the company is. So if anybody out there knows what comic book company is producing this, comment section down below. We've got Neil Gaiman's Lady Justice from Super Genius Comics. Yep, Super Genius Comics. This was originally published by what were they called? Techno Comics. Yes, they had the Leonard Nimoy Primortals and Neil Gaiman's Steam Man. Is it Steam Man? Chromium Man. What's on that? Yeah. Lady Justice was published originally by Techno Comics, so that'd be pretty interesting to read. That'd be good. Comic Festival 2015. By Toronto Comics. There you go. Hip Hop Family Tree 3-in-1 by Fantagraphic. Fantagraphic Books. I enjoyed the last year's Hip Hop Family Tree. That was pretty cool, so I'm looking forward to reading that one. Definitely. Is that Queen Latifah there? Kid and Play. Public Enemy. What if they have the X-Clan on there? Yes, I used to be really big into hip hop. I knew things like X-Clan and Third Base and all that lot. Digital Underground. They got Humpty Hump from the Digital Underground. Yeah, cool. That's going to be cool to read. And then finally, we have got from Red 5 Comics, Body Trolls. There you go. There we go. Is that it? Is that everything? No, it's not. It's not. I know. Sorry. Hang on. Very quickly. Marvel Ultimate Graphic Novel Collection, issue 88. Thor Ragnarok. Yes, that one there. Featuring the Mighty Thor 153 to 150. 159? 159. So 159. And Fear Itself, issue 87, Fear Itself, part 1, which is collecting Fear Itself, Prologue, and loads of other stuff. So there you go. There's that as well. And finally, this is the last one I'm going to show you. Finally, this is great. The first volume of this is great. Really is. It's a beautiful, beautifully drawn, beautifully written book by Stefan Sayek. I might pronounce his name right. Sunstone, Volume 2. Really is. Great book. Does touch on quite mature reader context, but yeah, I reckon if you enjoyed reading Alex Nader, you'd enjoy reading this. Yeah, can't wait to read that. So there you go. Right, that's it. No more. Done. Finished. Kaput. Done. Nada. Should we go to the comments quickly? Blew them for a second. Any more comments? One more comment. Who's that from? We've got Cooley Movies. Which of the Doctor Who comics coming out is your fave? I'm really enjoying the Ninth Doctor miniseries. I know there's only one issue of that come out so far, but really enjoying that. The Weeping Angels in the World War One trenches 10th Doctor story arc was absolutely brilliant. It really felt like a 10th Doctor story. The 11th Doctor ones, they're okay, but nothing really to write home about. The 12th Doctor stories, really good as well. So it's a bit, yeah, I would probably say consistently I've been enjoying the 12th Doctor Who comics more than all the other ones. Bit too early to say about the 9th Doctor miniseries because there's only been one issue, but I've really enjoyed that first issue. Probably the weakest one now out of all of them is the 11th Doctor one. It just seems a little bit, but then I felt a lot about that with the actual TV series with 11th Doctor. Nothing against Matt Smith, just, there's something lacking, but I still watched them, still enjoyed them, but there was just something there that, if you get my drift. So there we go. Let's just check to see if there's any more comments, just in case. 19. Mr. Gretzky 1966. Dude, you've come right at the end. Nice Joker look. Thank you. Yeah. Yes, I admit it. I did it. I got bored. Never let me get bored. This is what happens. Seriously, I remember one year I actually shaved all the hair off my body because I was bored. I was like, let's see what happens. Never again. So don't let me get bored. Just keep on giving me comics. Otherwise, you'll get things like this. And I think that's it for comments. I will refresh the page one more time. If there's any more comments on here. Nope, that looks like that's it. Sorry, Mr. Gretzky, but I'm afraid I'm going to have to go. You're going to have to go back and watch the whole thing all over again. Yes, that's it. I think I actually done this under 3 hours. That's pretty good going considering all the stuff we've got. What a free comic book day this has been. Absolutely brilliant. I just want to say yet again, I know I might sound like a bit of a broken record, but thank you so much to everybody at Forbidden Planet at Southampton. You did a great job of sorting out a fantastic free comic book day. I know I enjoyed it, and it looked like everybody else was enjoying it as well. And also the guys at Southampton Comics at the Loft Ladder, really great guys. You also made this a fantastic for free comic book day as well. No more so with your generosity with the trades that you gave me and all. But yeah, it's been a really good day. Really looking forward to next year's. Like I said, I'm hoping Adam and me will be invited back again to do more of the same things we did this year. So yeah, really great stuff. Go and have a look on the YCC, Your Comic Book Community Facebook group page. I'll be putting some pictures up on there of the day. Some of the staff were in cosplay, and there was at least one other person was there in cosplay. So I'll put some pictures up of those guys on there. And also check out my Facebook page as well, Short Box Full. I'm hoping to get extra bits and pieces going on there as and when I get a chance to do it. Oh, yes. Fantastic. That's it. You can all go home now. You can all go back to bed or whatever you want to do. Just go back with your families. Be free. Run. Go. Do the usual blurb, all the usual blurb at the back and end of these videos and that. If you've got anything to say about this video, if you want to just say hi, or you've got anything to comment on any of the comics you've seen in this video, or you just want to answer some of the questions that are in the comment section down below that people ask me, please feel free to do so. Comment section down below. That's what it's all there for. Bit of interaction. Yeah, let's go for it. If you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do so. I am like 22 subscribers away from 600, so I've probably dropped about 4 or 5 now by now. So yeah, please, it'd be great to get more subscribers. I'd really like to get to about 1,000 without having to pay anybody, which would be really cool. So that would be awesome if you could subscribe if you haven't already. Thumbs up if you like the video, thumbs down if you didn't like the video. But like I always say at the end of these videos, if you didn't like the video, say why. Just say why you took the time to thumbs it down. Say why you thumbs it down. Just a little, didn't like the colour of your hair, which I think is bloody awesome. That's cool. Yeah, so feel free to do whatever you want with that. That's it. You can all go home. You can all go to bed. I'm going to go to bed in a minute. I know that much. Thank you all for watching. I hope everybody who's watching this, and even if you're not watching it, had a fantastic free comic book day wherever you were. Everybody got what they wanted. That just leaves me to say, love the comics that you read, and just be nice to each other. I'll see you soon. Ta-ta for now.